We are accustomed to considering that the issues of ecology, environmental pollution, and excessive resource consumption are some kind of folly that concerns politicians, enthusiasts, and celebrities looking to gain publicity on the topic of Earth. Ordinary people, however, are not accustomed to engaging in waste sorting and recycling. This is perceived as a completely unnecessary and useless activity. And yet our waste does not disappear anywhere. It actively inundates the planet, reaching even its remotest corners. Thus, the tribes of the Omo Valley, wild and unrestrained, have shown by their example, we influence this planet and its people more strongly than we think. For now, they look like this. It all started quite innocuously. Civilization found the savages and attempted to tame them slightly. Essentially, these tribes went through the same stages of societal development as those before them. It all began with gifts and establishing contacts. Initially, they were given t-shirts and shorts, then offered a taste of civilized food, and eventually, slowly but surely, they were introduced to the needle of commodity money relationships. And so, not even a century passed before once wild tribes willingly pose for tourists, not forgetting to ask them for money for a photo session and beautiful beads as souvenirs. In general, one could have ended the indignation there, if not for one, but some European corporations decided to intervene even more strongly in the lives of these tribes. They did so in an unconventional and, for the most part, unconscious manner. The big bosses simply decided to save money on waste processing. And, unexpectedly, it turned out to be cheaper to illegally ship it to Ethiopia than to legally dispose of it. As a result, the tribes of the Omo Valley gained access to a huge amount of waste, which they found appealing. Bright, shiny, and loudly ringing beer caps seemed like beautiful decorations to the natives. It is worth clarifying a little here. It wasn't just the Desenek tribe involved in this strange self-decoration, as most sources write, but several tribes at once, from the Mercy to the Bana. And they adorn themselves, contrary to stereotypes, not only with beer caps. Any metal trinkets are used, keys, wire, remnants of cutlery, and even hair clips. The tribespeople happily attach anything they find to themselves. And a quite logical question arises: why do people attach obvious junk to themselves? The answer is simple. What is trash for some is treasure for others. For them, it is not trash but a means of self-expression. Real adornments. After all, virtually all primitive tribes adorn themselves in one way or another. Some elongate their necks with rings, others paint their bodies with clay, and still others engage in scarification. Against this backdrop, beer caps and bolts look quite innocuous. However, many years ago, seashells and sticks were in their place. The tradition did not arise out of nowhere, it simply transformed a little. It became something new. Because in the opinion of the representatives of the tribes themselves, jingling colorful metal is more ornate than simple stones and sticks. And it is difficult to argue with that. And in the fact that these people adorn themselves in this way, there is nothing strange or wrong. Some remove Botox lumps and plump their lips, while others attach trash to themselves. The concept of beauty varies from people to people. This is natural. It is only sad that our civilization has developed in such a way that it is beginning to influence the most remote corners of the planet, changing the very essence of people and interfering with the natural evolution of nations.